Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dublin Shamrocks and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ready? So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side. Moon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe. Five. Go.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is second down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Second and 10. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The second down completion got him 7. Now here's third and 3. Now back to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll run on first down. Moon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the 32-yard
Ready.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
I can't believe they...
Team spill. Hey. Line 7. 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they're definitely back on their heels after that run.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
6-6, pull it high.
2nd and 9 now. It's complete to Hopkins. A gain there of 21 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Geary. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football. And the plays he's making, he's spelling them in the offensive backfield.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Now.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now.
He'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. No score after one on EA Sports.
On the double. Hey, wahoo!
Three down. Right here, guys. Fight to be
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Ready.
On second down, Moon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
You think you gonna get this?
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready up.
51 to Mike. Exit. Deuce.
Get your weapon. Hey, Delta. Let's go. Ready.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
54, right there. 54.
Looking to throw on second down. Geary under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, lock it. Let's go.
Throwing on third and long. Geary. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Now it's Hines. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving. But still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Second and 3. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This is Hines, and this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the slap. Hey. Slide.
On 4th down. Geary. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Break.
Mike 51.
Let's move, draw, Corker.
Shift. Check 52.
Hey, foxtrot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December,
giving.
right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle.
Come on, fellas.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Haywood. Check 3.
Back to throw. Geary. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Geary. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Screen. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
To throw again. Geary. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
50, plant. Get that right. Smooth. Look at me. Zipper. Nice 57's right. Nice, sweetheart. 5.
From the gun on third down. Geary eluding the pressure right. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
One hallmark of good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
He'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Wahoo.
Mike 5-4.
Leo.
And watch the lane.
Good.
Slam.
Get it.
To throw on second down. Geary escaping the pressure right. Going top shelf for Smith. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he will finally be taken down up at the 43. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's on.
You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Here we go. 50, plant. Ricky.
On 1st down, Moon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll set up to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 8 yards out, and the Eagles have retaken the lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Geary, he'll check this down to Hines. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Complete to Naheem Hines. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
Come on, set. 70.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Check back. 57's the mic. Rock 57.
Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Geary, flush to his right. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Hey, box truck.
57, Mike, 57.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Geary going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say that was a game-saving play.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a 45. Yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that
it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
4 yards on the pickup.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Shamrocks.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Geary being chased out. And he coughed it up. And the Eagles have recovered.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Chopper! Buzz! Go!
51. Let's go, D.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the possession is now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Snags it for the pick, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Geary. He's got Harrison left side complete. The 20, 10, touchdown. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are back within a single score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. From the gun, Geary. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, high 7. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run on 1st down. Moon. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 51 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The end result, 21 yards.
Protein spill.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check. Check hot route.
And
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
6-6, bullet high.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Moon. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
On first and 10, Geary. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 33, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, Moon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They'll keep it on the ground. Moon. And 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Any weapon.
He's coming, double up. SOS.
Smooth.
Joker. Check three. Mike 50.
Hey, orbit.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll run on first down. Moon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Right here.
On second down now, Moon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, he'll drop the throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Hey, wahoo!
They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Let it.
51. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
You draw Corker. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Andrew Luck, clearly the story here. 5 touchdown passes thus far. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Here we go. Mike's 57.
Now.
Operating from the gun. Geary. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Well, that didn't take long. Back to throw. Geary. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Gay is on for the point after. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well, and they may have run into him after the kick went away. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Philadelphia, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.